Hello and welcome to the running channel. I'm Anna and today we're going to be talking all about fartleks. Yes, I said fartleks. Stop laughing at the back, I can see you. Anyway, if you're new around here, we upload new videos every week all about running. So please make sure that you subscribe, tap the bell icon as well so you get notified when we do. So first off, let's start with the name, Fartlek. What's that all about, right? Well, it's Swedish and the literal translation means speed play. So with fartleks, it depends on your terrain and your distance and how hard you want to push it. It all comes down to you deciding what you want to do within a fartlek run. So in contrast to intervals, for example, where you run a set distance for a set pace and then you have set recoveries in between those intervals, with fartlek you play around with your speed. So you decide how far you want to run and at what speed. You really can just do whatever you feel like within a fartlek. A fartlek run can work really well within any kind of run, really, unless of course you've done a really hard session the day before and you should be taking it easy, of course, so don't do it then, otherwise we will find out. Anyway, so if you've got like a really undulating course, for example, so a route that you normally run with a few hills in it, then throwing some fartlek speed bursts into that route can really help you with maximising your workout. Or maybe you've got really frustrating run commutes, so maybe you've got to keep stopping and starting at traffic lights and crossings. You can throw in bursts of speed around the times when you have a clear run, and then that way you can really feel like you've made the most of your run commute as well. Fartleks can also be really great if you haven't got a GPS watch, or maybe you've become a bit of a slave to it and you're always fretting about your paces. If you just want to go, not worry too much about what pace you're hitting and throw some speed efforts in, and again, like I say, maximise what you're getting out of that workout, then throw some fartleks in. That's a good option for you. So of course you should always start with a nice easy warm-up, so 10 minutes or a mile, but from there do not get hung up about your distance and definitely not your pace. Fartleks are what you should go into with a really open mind, so you might end up going further than you'd planned to do with a fartlek because you surprise yourself and actually feel okay. You may also end up going shorter and that's absolutely fine too. But fartleks are great on those days when you don't really know what your legs are going to feel like once you get out there, but you can just play around, go in with an open mind and do exactly what you want to do. Once you're all warmed up, you then need to pick a landmark that you're going to run to. So maybe it's going to be a lamppost or a big tree or a bench. Whatever it is, start by jogging gently to that landmark, then pick the next one in front of you and you can really go for it. So it depends on the distance between your landmarks as to how hard you're going to push it. So if it's a really short distance, then you're going to go for a real hard burst of energy. But maybe if it's a little bit further away, dial it back a little bit and don't go so hard because otherwise you might not quite make it. Also, there's no formal recovery period involved in fartlek. So when we talk about jogging in between, it's really just to get your heart rate back down, feel like you've recovered well, and then you can get going again. So it doesn't matter what pace you're going to be doing for your recovery period either. Keep picking landmarks that are different distances away from each other and then really vary your pace according to how far you're going to be running. So if you're feeling really good, then you can really go for it in those harder bits. But maybe if you're coming back after a race or a really hard session, then dial it back a little bit and go a bit easier on you. But as we've said before, fartleks are entirely up to you how you mix them up. So you can pick your distance and your pace, just do what feels right for you. When you get nearer home, just remember to add on about 5 minutes of gentle jogging at the end to cool down, get that heart rate down nice and steadily. There are loads of benefits to running fartleks, so maybe it's a different mental approach for you. If you're getting a little bit bored of your usual routine or your usual routes, then it can really help you to switch it up. It's also a great way to help you learn how to change gears. So maybe you're going for a sprint finish in a park run, or you really want to overtake that runner that comes past you in the final 100 meters. Yes, we've all got that park run nemesis. Well, throwing fartleks into your training schedule may actually help you switch gear and get that speed right at the end when you need it the most. So with fartlek training, hopefully that's given you some ideas of what to do, how to do it, and hopefully you can give it a go yourself. Leave us a comment below if you've done them before, what's your method, or if you haven't done them before, hopefully this video is going to make you do it. Let us know, and we'll see you next time on the Running Channel.